Welcome back to Cards and Comics, guys. Today I have a really special 90s box break. This is 1997 Donruss Preferred. Now I'm going to go into some details about the product, but first I'm going to kind of go through why I really love this product. So in 97, I was in high school. This is one of the products I really opened, and I actually attempted, never completed it, but I tried to put a full set of this together. So context-wise, what I want to say is this. 96 Finest came out, and it had the gold, silver, and bronze cards, plus the refractors. And you know, in 97, so after the 96 set hit, Donruss was sitting in the boardroom and with the R&D team saying, we gotta give them, we gotta do better than that 96 Finest set. And so they came up with not one, not two, but three sets that had that kind of tiered gold, silver, bronze idea. And one of them was Preferred. Now, Preferred has gold, silver, and bronze, but they upped the ante. They went extreme with what they did. And they had a platinum tier. So instead of 3 levels, you got 4 to collect here. Now, they didn't have a separate technology, parallel technology like refractors, but they came up with die cuts. And with some success, I think it wasn't as well received as refractors by a long shot. And so, we'll talk about the die cuts in a second, but they were not a good comparison. So when you looked at this set and you said, well, I've got, 4 tiers instead of 3, but the real chase card in Finest was the refractors, and the die cuts just really didn't cut it comparatively. From a technology perspective, die cuts have been around forever, and they're just basically a basic way to cut a card. Refractors look cool and hip back in 96. So they were still new technology, and people were more gaga over those refractors. So it made this product kind of not as popular. The other 2 products that were tiered products was the 97 limited set, which had the exposure. So it didn't have the gold, silver, and bronze. It had a bunch of different tiered inserts or subsets, but it had the limited exposure set in different tiers of rarity. So if you just call those tiers gold, silver, and bronze, it would have been a very much similar set to Finest. And the limited exposure sets, especially the star factors, are very popular. They have suggested print runs. They're not numbered, but they're very rare and they do sell pretty well. And then the other set was the 97 Leaf Fractal Matrix set, which did have gold, silver, and bronze cards and die cuts, just like this set. And then there was, I think, the Diamond subset that was in there. So again, and they had stated print runs up to 100 for the rare card. So, of the 3 sets, there was the 3 different sets. There was different levels of, collectability within those 3 sets. However, this set had the best insert of them all. So this had the Precious Metals insert set that had 1 card, or had 1 gram, I believe, or of gold or silver or bronze in each card. So there were metal cards. They were a little smaller. The first year's cards were a little smaller in design, but they are some of the most collectible cards in the 90s in terms of inserts. And it's interesting that there's 2 sets of the 90s Precious Metals. So you had Precious Metal Gems, then you got these Precious Metals cards here, which you see right here, Precious Metals, that had the same pretty much name. They're still wildly popular. In fact, a Cal Ripken just sold last night. I was bidding on it, and it went for over $450 for just the base Cal Ripken card. The Griffey card in this set sells for a ton. Now, some other background on the set. There was 25 different tins, I believe, that came out, and there was gold tins. I think this was a year, maybe 98, because they did a similar set in 98. But there was like gold tins, and the tins were supposed to be collectible. There's the packs inside of these are tins as well. So the idea was to make the box collectible, the packs collectible. They were trying to make the whole thing collectible. So this was sort of, Donruss had the can cards at this time. So they were really trying a lot of stuff. Now, as far as other inserts besides the Precious Metals, which have a stated print run of 100, you have, again, the die cuts. Now, the die cuts, the issue with them is that one is they are cool, especially the platinum die cuts, which are the rarest. There is no stated print run, so we don't know how rare they really are. Now, do they come up for auction very often? No. Does the Griffey Platinum sell pretty well? Yes. Are they hard to get high grade? Yes. So a PSA 10 of your player, of a die cut, is kind of rare, and you don't see them very often. However, with no stated print run, it's really hurt the value. So they're kind of cheapy inserts that are pretty cool, and they might be incredibly rare. We just don't know. I don't know if anyone's done any sort of analysis to see how rare those die cuts were. But just to put in perspective, the platinum base cards are 1 and 2 boxes. So you don't even get a platinum in a box guaranteed. And we know that the die cuts are much more rare than that. So, you know, you would get maybe a die cut platinum in 1 per case. You know, I think they were pretty rare. But we don't really know. And then there is the Stairmasters, and right here on the side here, you can see this is what the platinum die cuts look like. They look really cool. And then you've got, let's see on the other side if they have the other insert. Nope, they just got the other die cut. So they were really pushing the die cuts. You can see on each side of the box, the die cuts. There's the exponential cards here. That was the other big chase. I think these were these were numbered out of like 1,500, and then the Stairmaster like 1 in 3,000 or something. So again, yeah, here we go. It says right here, exponential. Each of these cards, okay, these are out of 3,000. The Stairmaster out of 1,500. All right, so that's the background. We're gonna go ahead and open this whole thing up. It's fun. This came from I believe this came from Taiwan. This box here, so it's interesting where some of this product ended up. There is a retail. This product made it into retail. So there is a lot of myth about this product in terms of how you could get precious metal. I've heard like it was, you know, hobby only. I've heard retail had better shots at it. There's different packaging formats for this product. I've seen different, you know, a lot of different ways that this product was distributed. So, and I think it was very popular. And that's one of the reasons why I don't think they really issued some of the odds, like on the PMGs are supposed to be out of 100. Sorry, the precious metals. I don't know why I call them PMGs, but they're not numbered. So again, that gives them a lot of ability to, you know, print this product into the moon if they really wanted to back in the day. So there you are. There is what the packs look like. So we'll open the pack here. And there's Griffey around the top. So that's what the Griffey pack looks like. So we'll start here with the A-Rod pack. And you're going to have to just bear with this video. I've opened up 98 preferred in this channel. And there's a lot of packaging to get through. Because not only do I have to get into the tin itself by cutting through this seal. Each of these cards have an inner pack that has its own wrapper. And so we'll get through each of these. I don't know where I'm going to store all this stuff because again, it gets a little rough here for how this is made. So there's the pack. Now, one thing I have noticed is that this product really does damage really easily because of they're kind of loose flopping around a tin. That doesn't give them as much protection, I think, as a regular pack. So that's something to think of. So here we go. Hard to read the names because of how they did the set. This is Eric Karros. No sticking. Brant Brown. Looks like we got a silver in the first pack. Bernie Williams. So we got a Yankee. Bernie Williams. Alex Fernandez and Todd Walker. So that's pack one. You can see the last card here does have some damage right there. This is very common in this product, is to see a card, like say the last card damage in the pack. So that's just, you know, one of these inherent things about 97 Preferred. But this was a product I collected heavily. I really tried to put this set together. I thought it was just an awesome set, and I was kind of disappointed when I came back into the 90s collecting. I looked at prices, how this set has not really done much other than just the precious metals. No one really cares about this set as much. I've seen, again, some of the Griffey die cut, has kind of got a little bit of legs, in terms of it's selling okay. But man, the golds, the regular, platinum cards, they don't hold a candle to what, the 97 finest cards sell for. So they did not know, like, I think they thought they were being really coy and cool, with, doing this set as, with the platinums and, with the precious metals and the die cuts. And then 97 finest came out and blew them out of the water with the embossed die cuts. And so I think they were trying to outdo Topps, and they just could never get over the hump. And that's sort of like the funny thing about these kind of wars here, is that no matter how hard they tried, in some cases, Leaf and Donruss didn't really ever really overcome that refractor gap, I would say, they had from not having that kind of technology. Even the limited exposures were cool, and the collection cards were cool as well, but they didn't capture the imagination like refractors did. Mike Sweeney, our first die cut, so I'll put that down. So bronze die cut, so we hit one of those. Wendell McGee and Gilkey. Now, I think the way it works is you get 2 golds in a box. So here's our Griffey pack. I will open it. I'm not going to be like, if I have 2 boxes of this, I might hold the Griffey pack unopened and just have an unopened Griffey pack to put in the PC. But I don't have a second box. In fact, I've opened a 98 box well before this box. And I actually, 98 was the year I went to college, or, I was in college at the time. I never really opened 98 live. The only 98 product I've ever opened was on my channel, or maybe I had 1 or 2 just random packs back in the day, but not like I did 97. 97, I really opened a lot of it myself. So here's Todd Hundley. So another bronze die cut. So it looks like the bronze die cuts were just not as hard to pull for sure. Sean Green. And here we've got David Cone. Die cut. Very cool. And the die cuts did get more intricate the higher the rarer the card was. Brian Hunter and Matt Lawton. So I've always loved the design. It's got like a Dufexy appearance to it. So looking at the design here, you can see the etched foil surrounded by this kind of Dufex like shine, which I don't think it may be Dufex around the edges here. And there's the back. So I just thought the design of the set was super cool. And in fact, the 98 set also, to me, doesn't appeal as much because they got rid of some of those design elements. I think the 98 set looks a lot more plain than the 97 set from just the base set. I do have the 97 precious metal Griffey. I do not have the Thomas. It's definitely one of those cards I wish I had. I do not have the 98. I don't have any 98s. 98s to me are a lot harder to find. At least I don't look. Maybe I just don't look for them as often. But man, I've been on a struggle bus looking for the 98s. I think there's a Thomas on now, but it's very expensive. Quentin McCracken, Greg Vaughn. All right, here's the first kind of like subset. These National Treasure cards. You can see the damage on that card right there. So again, they come out of the pack pretty rough. That's Chuck Knobloch. So we haven't hit a gold, and I believe we get 2 golds a box. So Joe Carter and Dean Palmer. So we should get 2 golds in a box. And then we have a 1 in 50-50 chance of hitting a platinum. And platinum die cuts, I don't think that they are that. They're definitely not 1 per box or 1 per 2 boxes. I think they're going to be a much more rare hit. So we'll see if we can get one of those. So yeah, this is Again, this product is rough to try to get a 10 out of. I think even a base card, I think a base Griffey Platinum is tough to get a high grade on. Todd Green, Ray Ordonez, and then here's a silver. So it's our first Pirate, Al Martin. And I think the silvers look really nice. You see that, Al Martin, really nice card. It's our first hit for my PC. There's a Frank Thomas. Cool card. And the thing I like about what they did on the design, I'll show you a little bit. I'll show you right here. So with the National Treasures, they went with a full foil. There is no defects like technology. You can see the base card here. It's got that kind of different shine to it. This does not. So this card is differently designed than this card. This is just foil. So I just thought it was interesting that for that one subset, they got rid of the defects technology. So they do have kind of a real strong design difference, between those two sets. So up to Mark McGwire here. I've been really paying attention. I did a Mike Piazza, I did a Sammy Sosa, a Hideo Nomo. Yeah, and the first one was the A-Rod. So there we go, back up to date. So Mark McGwire. Here we go. Yeah, I think, and I've never seen a box break, and maybe someone can point one out on YouTube. Of someone actually getting a precious metal card out of a box. I've never seen it. So there's some cool ones. Mike Piazza, Ivan Rodriguez, silver, Ryan Sandberg, who is on the box that we just opened. So that's cool. So yeah, if you know of a video, or I just haven't searched long enough, Jose Canseco and Ray Durham, of someone actually getting a precious metal, that'd be really cool. I've never seen it. Oh, okay. Well, they got paper in between. So the layers here. Yeah, this is going to be, again, a little bit of a long video. I'm sorry about that. So here's the Ryan Sandberg 10. We just pulled the Sandberg silver base. All right. Yeah, this is going to be interesting if we pull anything cool. Now, hopefully we hit an insert. If we don't hit, the precious metal, which this product gives you a chance to get one. And it is super expensive on the secondary market. This is one of the big dogs from this era in terms of finding it. It's hard to find. But people still want, because of that precious metal chance, they really ratchet up the price of this product. Kendall. So it had some cool bronzes. Ellis Burks and Louis Castilla. All right. We've hit like 3 or 4 silvers. So I think silvers are like 1 in every 3 packs or something like that. 2 or 3 packs. So we should get a fair amount of silvers. And I do like the fact that the top card in every pack has not been a silver. And when we get a die cut, they're flipped. So you kind of see how the cards are packed out a little bit. Here we go. Top card again, and then again there's a die cut. Carlos Delgado. Isringhausen, and here is Quentin McCracken. There's our die cut. That's a 3rd bronze die cut. So again, they're not rare like the other colors are. Dave Nilsson and Vlad Guerrero. There we go. Nice Hall of Fame hit there. I always joke in my videos that I hit a lot of Vlad Guerrero. I also hit a lot of Travis Lee and I think the other dude, the big rookie from that era for the A's, but it's like they put those guys in every set for a little while, and I understand why. We didn't have a lot of great rookies. Like Jeter was the kind of the big guy for a little while. All right, so we got some fun stuff coming, I think. Another die cut. Here's Johnson, Greg Jeffries. Here is a Greg Vaughn. So we just got a Greg Vaughn, and then we got a Greg Vaughn die cut. Yeah, this card flipped over for some reason. I don't know why. But it's just a Ruben Sierra base card with a little bit of a damaged corner. And then here is kind of cool card. Little corner tweak there, but Barry Bonds treasure. So, and I like the use of the word national treasure too, because again, that became a very, very cool and collectible football set. Right now, we can see now the packs are very different in terms of how they are stacked inside. So, I just thought that was interesting that they changed the orientation. All right, Ivan Rodriguez. So, that's 2 in a row. Like, look at that. We've opened, the last one we just opened was Ivan Rodriguez. So, that is interesting. And again, there's no gold or any kind of variation to these packs so far, or in the tins. You can see in there, there's no gold or whatever in this box here. I don't know if they did the golds in 97 like they did in 98. All right, Dan Wilson, Bobby Bonilla, Steve Finley, Marty Cordova, and David Cohn. So that's like a little bit of a bummer pack. This is like, you at least want to get you a silver or a die cut in a pack, just to break up the bronze monotony here. But you can see, like, you open a whole box of this, you're not going to get very close to the set. So we got Manny Ramirez, and just for how it's built, I mean, you're going to get, you're going to get, I think there's only 10, maybe there's 15 platinums in the whole set, players. So, but it's a lot of packs to get there. Try different packs. There's our first gold, guys. We hit a gold, which we should get 2 golds. But anyway, it's cool to hit a gold. All right, Charles Nagy, John Wetland, and who is our gold? We got Paul Molitor. Oh man, still love those cards, man. If I still see them today, I'm just like, man, that card's so sweet. Such a cool card. I'm gonna sleeve up Mr. Molitor. I know everyone says it's a $2 card on eBay. You know what? Who cares? It's a cool card. It is cool enough for me to stick into a holder here and just say, look, I pulled a gold card, Paul Molitor. There you go. That's such a sweet card. I like the fact the back's a color too. So it's like you can kind of tell, when you open a pack, what you're going to get, but it's still a really cool card. And then right behind it is another Barry Bonds and Frank Thomas. So, good pack. Good pack. All right, still pulling from the middle here. Pulling from the middle. Hit a gold. So, again, we should hit 2 golds in a box if our odds and luck hold out. Another McGuire. So we're hitting a lot of doubles on the old pack cover, guys. So 2 Pudges, 2 McGuires. Here we go. Flipping it over, and it looks like we got a silver. All right. So Dwight Gooden. I always like it when he's a Yankee. Here's Charles Johnson. And then the next is our silver. Ryan Klesko. Very cool. Rocky Coppinger, and Marty Cordova. All right, we're like a little over halfway through the box. This is how this product does go. I mean, it is the hits are hard. I think this is one of the reasons this product wasn't very popular as well. Was this is the Bonds 10. finest, I think you were guaranteed a gold card, especially in 96 finest. I think you got one gold refractor in a box, and that was a big hit. There was no big hits here because remember the gold die cuts aren't really that expensive. It's really even the and we talked about how hard it was to pull the actual platinum. So I think a lot of product was just dud. Here is the Griffey, very cool. Put that over. Here is Rongan, and here is our gold. Our gold is Barry Larkin, and I've seen Barry Larkin stuff sell really well. In fact, I just bought a Barry Larkin card just recently. I bought a Stars and Steel Hollow Dome Gold PSA 8. And I'm going to do something very sacrilegious to that card. I'm going to pop it out of its holder and put it in my raw set. Because I don't think a PSA 8 really helps that card. And to me, I'd rather have it in my raw set. There you go, Barry Larkin gold card. Again, we should hit 2 gold cards. I'm not super Langford and Gilkey. Used to be on the same team. You know that we don't have that because here we go, Tony Gwynn. So yeah, I'm just excited to this key, man. It took a while to get here, man. I ordered this a little while back. Coming from overseas, you can definitely get this the proverbial Slobo to China effect. So yeah, this product can be tough to get from another country. I think Dave and Adams had it at one point. I don't know how much of it's left over. I mean, this is a product that you just don't see that often in the wild or on eBay. So Jeffries, Green, Ordonez again, Fernandez, and Walker. So all base pack. So yeah, I think a lot of people are just holding, they have it, they're just going to hold it raw. They're not going to open it. I'm the crazy person that thinks I'm going to get a precious metal out of a card. And probably not. You know, it's just, you know. And I look at the card every time, I'm like, oh, it could be in this back end. It might be something cool. And it's just usually die cut or something, you know. Now, from what I understand, that when you got the precious metal, if you did get it, it's heavier, and so you can really tell. Like the pack is completely different. All right, we got a silver card here. All right, sorry, I keep hitting the camera. I'm really tight spaced here. I'm Billy Wagner. Michael Tucker. Sorry. And that's Randy Johnson. That's a good one. Now, sometimes they put some really good players in to that other set, so that's a cool one. Randy Johnson silver. So a Mo Vaughn treasures and a Ripken treasure, so that's cool. That's what the back of the treasure looks like. So yeah, this is definitely not a time when backs and information was important to sell a product. It was really how flashy and cool you can make it look. All right, Sammy Sosa. So we shall see if we get something cool. Yeah, I keep looking at the edge of the pack to see if I can see a precious metal. I won't say PMG because it's just, I know it's not the same card. It's just, they're so close in name. It's just, you know, interesting. Looks like we got a silver. John Mabry. Glendon Rush. Kevin Ory. I was thinking of the Yates player. I was thinking it was Ben Grieve. Scott Rowland, that's a good Hall of Famer. And Andrew Jones. So, I keep plugging along, man. This is, you know, always going to be, this kind of product is always going to be on video. My 98 set was, or box I broke was also very long video. And I think I got an insert out of that one. I didn't get just, you know, the base, so. It looks like there's a die, at least a die cut in this one. So we're continuing to get, silvers and die cuts. Let's see if this is different than a bronze die cut. Hopefully it is. Doesn't look like it though, unfortunately. O'Neill. Kindle, that would have been a cool die cut to get. And then we've got a Brant Brown. Not the greatest die cut you would want. Hollinsworth and James Baldwin. Yeah, not the one we were looking for, unfortunately. This product is definitely one of those products that is really, really tough to pull. Like there's some massive cards in this product, but they are very tough to pull. We are in a Roger Clemens 10. Here we go. Ryan Klesko on the front. All right, looks like a Klesko. There's a Derek Jeter. That's cool. Darren Erstad, Matt Lawton, and got Chan Ho Park. So yeah, like I was looking at the pack here a little bit. I've always wondered what to do with these after I've opened these. It's like, do I go back and try to do something with them? It's like one of those things like, do I create an art project? I just don't know what to do with these cards. I still got my 98 box I opened. All the empty packs just sitting there. I didn't know what to do with them. Oh, yeah, I remember too, the 98 set changed it from like being gold, silver, and bronze, like grandstand, I don't know, balcony. It's like a lot of different things going on with that product that were different. They didn't want to do the gold, silver, and bronze anymore. I understand it. It's kind of played out. But they did mezzanine, grandstand. It was super confusing. They changed the product and made it even more confusing, and I don't think that helped it. And it kind of died after that. Dwight Gooden. Nagy. There's a Roger Clemens base. It's cool. Surprised he's actually a base card. A bronze card. It's Paul Cipher. Another thing, too, is you can't get the base Griffey. You can only get the subset Griffey unless you pull the platinum. Because that's where his base card is, as a platinum. So, the other thing, too, is you open this product, you don't even get a base Griffey. I think Frank Thomas is also a platinum. So, I think Bonds, Griffey, Frank Thomas. So all the superstars are kind of like in that set. So, you don't get them very often, one in every other box. So, all right. Another silver. McCracken. Another Greg Vaughn. It's like a third Greg Vaughn. Here's a silver. Jeff Cirilla. Walker and Copper. So we should be close on this copper set. I think the copper set's like 100 cards, like that. Or bronze set, I guess. It's like how you want to look at, colors. You can call it either way. It could be copper, it could be bronze. All right. Cal Ripken. Maybe that'll change your luck. So I'd like to get something besides base and silvers. Looks like there's something in here a little different. So maybe, Griffey around the front. It's a cool pack to keep. You want to keep the pack. All right. All right, there's at least an insert, so we got something cool. That's fun. So we got the Griffey base here. We've got Moses Alou. And out of 3,000, here is Paul Molitor. And they're really cool. Like they did a nice job on this design. Like it's super shiny. It's acetate. You can see through it. And it's super die cut. So kudos to these guys. So the one thing I'd say about this compared to Finest, right? 97 Finest, there's no inserts. So it's parallel or bust. And obviously those parallels are cooler than the parallels here. But these inserts are fire, man. They are really awesome looking. So they did a great job with the precious metals, with this, the exponential. And I wish they'd reversed the numbering. It would have been cooler if these would have been the limited insert, like to 1500 or even like to 500. If this was a 500 insert, you would see a lot more people collecting it, honestly. Yeah, it's just a little bit higher print run. But again, you don't see them around ever. I mean, they're a set that you might see on eBay, but just at card shows and just seeing cool 90s cards, I don't see the Griffey very often, honestly. So cool there, Paul Molitor. And then, oops, Hunter and Alex Fernandez. All right, so here we go. We got 3 packs left. Hoping to pull another insert or a platinum or something, you know, harder to get. That exponential was cool. I will give it that. Nice card. Super nice card. Okay, we're back to Andrew Jones. Got Pudge on the front. Gonna change our luck here. Don't know. Can't tell too much about this from the side. Looks like we got a silver. So, all right, Pudge. Cecil Fielder. We got a Man Ram. A Manny Ram. A-Rod. And Mike Sweeney. So, all right, 2 packs to go, guys. We'll see if we can get some into the box, last pack kind of magic going on. I mean, this is what this set's like, though. I'm not shocked. I mean, this is when I opened the 98 Preferred set. Sorry about that. Keep hitting the camera. When I opened my 98 Preferred, and I got, I think, 1 insert numbered, and just not, you know, it's tough. And the 98 set doesn't even have the cool, you know, different. You know, some of the inserts are different and doesn't have like the gold, silver, and bronze type thing. But I saw a lot of pack videos or openings from YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, this is common. This is normal. Another Griffey on front. Very, very interesting there. But it wasn't like I was like, oh, well, this is just, I got, you know, I'm getting bad boxes. No, this is how this product was. Very tough pulls. This is why the 90s is like one of those things that make you cry. It's like, it's really hard to open anything in the 90s and have some expectation to hit something big. You're very lucky when you hit something in the 90s. That's pretty cool and pretty scarce. All cards we've seen before. Just because of the print runs and the odds, just, you know, are stacked not in your favor. Oh my gosh. All right. Dropped my knife. So I did it by my hand. So we're empty now. The last pack. So again, this has been fun. I mean, this is one of those products that is a biggie, you know, from this time period. It's expensive, hard to find, and has the potential to hit cards worth, you know, several $1,000s. So it is a unicorn a little bit in some of these products. That, you know, there's only a few products in the 90s that really have this built-in insert type following for this product, and this is one of them. Hunley, and then we've got Brian Jordan silver, and last 2 cards, we got Jeff Bagwell and Debbie Cruz. So we'll recap sort of the hits. I mean, it's not like we hit anything massive, but we hit a few cards that were fun. Kind of set them aside there and walk through sort of like some of the fun cards. I mean, some silver cards, you know, some Griffey. I don't know why that's in there. Another Griffey, so hit 2 of those. There's a Jeter, a die cut. Again, more Jeter, more silvers. There's a another Griffey. The Johnson silver. Barry Bonds. There's Frank Thomas. Another Bonds. die cut, die cut. We didn't even get a silver die cut. I mean, this is pretty rough. Frank Thomas again. Yeah, some more die cuts, and then Bernie Williams. So that, and then the kind of the better hits, the 3 cool hits. We got the exponential Paul Molitor, and this is numbered 1412 out of 3000, so not super duper rare. And there are 2 gold cards that were guaranteed: Barry Larkin and Paul Molitor. So that's one whole box of 97 preferred. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, this is a, I don't know, like say touchstone, cornerstone, something stone product. It's one of the cooler products of the 90s. It's just, it's the brutal reality of the 90s. It's just, you're not going to hit very often in a lot of these products. You're just not. It's just how they're designed. They're designed to be rare and unfair. So you're going to open these kind of products. You're just going to have to get, used to either the odds being incredibly tough, cards might be damaged coming out of packs because of just everything going on, or missing hits. I mean, the 90s are, not without issue to open, but this is definitely what I consider to be a very common box. This is like what it would have been like to open in the 90s and not hit something big. This is like probably an average box. Exactly the odds, these two, 1 per, some die cuts and some silvers, and that's it. So if you're going to open a box 97 preferred and you get an average box, this is what it looks like. Maybe a little bit below average, but this is like, probably what average looks like with different players. So yeah, if you hit better players for these free cards, you'd be thinking, okay, well, it's pretty good. But hitting just kind of the normal kind of players doesn't feel great, but it's the challenge of this product. So there it is, guys. That's my 97 preferred box break. First one on my channel. First one ever for me. So it was a lot of fun. A little disappointed we didn't get either a platinum card or the other insert set, the Stairmaster. So maybe next time I'd love to open another box of this product just because it's so cool. Appreciate you guys joining me and seeing this, and I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.